Hello everybody and welcome to episode 22 of our amazing arena adventure. Now over the coming weeks we're going to be playing all sorts of these wacky formats that Wizards have provided for us. Except this one, because Momir sucks. At least it does on arena, where it's just march up to 10 mana, play 16 indestructibles and stare at each other. I'm not into that. So today, instead, we're going to be doing something very different. Jamming a terrible mono red deck in ranked. That's right, actual ranked mode. We're going to try and maybe get up to silver to get ourselves a little bit of a reward at the end of the season. Now obviously I hate myself for doing this because we're playing mono red and we're playing ranked, but you know, a little tiny teensy bit of mono red ranked play now and then, it's good for the soul. It keeps you honest. It's not so bad. Estoy bitter. Right, first things first, where's the I'm sorry opponent button, so I can apologise profusely for my deck. Rats, there is no sorry. Oops. Sorry. Believe me, I hate myself more than you hate me. They're going to be mono white life gain, aren't they? And everything's going to be terrible. Okay, good, they're not. Not a terrible start here. March up towards this rekindling phoenix and then, I don't know, ride it to victory. That's the mono red way. Thinking we bolt the bird. See you later. Bolt bird. Shock face or strike face? Shock face. Swing with the crew. Do we have a lightning strike target? Do we? We most certainly do. Don't want them drawing cards and doing nice things. Can't have that. And there's Phoenix. Can he go the distance? Or do we get our wreckage settled? Yep. I'm not a complicated man. I see a Llanowar elf. I kill it. One mana short of Bane firing them. But we got there. Hooray! It's mono red for you, baby. I think I might have already played a single game in ranked just to secure the rewards, so okay. Bring on bronze rank 3. Yeah, baby. I'm a magic master. So yes, when Momir goes away, we'll be looking at things like Pauper and Singleton. I love those formats. I'll be playing them non-stop for a week. Salsamba. Cool. We almost look like we could be a tier mono red deck. They occasionally play Tibalds, right? I mean, maybe in the sideboard. But yeah, this deck's been performing very well, and it just goes to show you jam some red cards in a pile. They give you the makings of a respectable mono red deck from the very beginning. Of course, it has some Goblin Assault teams in it, which, man, does that look bad against Goblin Chainwhirlers. But it's still aggressive and can beat face. Couldn't ask for more. Okay, happy to Pyromancer here. No Chainwhirlers? Opponent's been super aggressive. Ball in the face all day long. There's the Flame of Kel that I spent some wildcards on. I spent 2 common and 2 uncommon wildcards on this deck to get some Flame of Kells and I think some like Fanatical Firebrands or something. Of course this Firebrand can block one Pyromancer and ping the other, so it's pretty good. Or he could Chain Whirler and totally wreck us. Okay, that works for me. He could have blocked and then done that, but fine. At least now the way is clear for the Goblin Assault team. All about shooting the face. Another light up the stage. No, Skewer. Crikey, down at 8. Okay. Might just get as much power on board as possible. We haven't got one in the grave already, so we can't beef up this Lava Runner. Leave up Crater Maker and Shock here. Can he just Lightning Strike our face and skew the critics our face for the win? It's not an impossible scenario. Okay, Firebrand, a little obnoxious. Still all about shooting that face. Do we shock face now? I think we do. Gotta push that last little bit of damage. Okay. We'll play the Goblin Assault team here if it wouldn't just die embarrassingly. I think we can go with Tybalt. To get a stream of obnoxious little blockers. I mean, what can they do to actually win here? Could have pinged us there. No, you couldn't have. What am I talking about? Okay. Next time we can Goblin Assault team for the surprise 4 damage. Is this good enough? It is good enough. Hooray! Bronze tier 3. Obviously my life goal has now been completed. I can retire from Magic. Jam a few more games, but I won't subject our opponents, or you, the audience, to too much more of this torture. I'm just making my opinions on Mono Red known. I do like playing it, but not too much before I start to hate myself, and Magic, and life. So just a few more games before I end up wanting to kick my cat to death. Another 1-drop. We do kind of need to hit lands for these, but we don't want to flood out, so I guess we keep the decent 1-drop. Get stuck in there, son. Jeskai colours, maybe? Jeskai Control. Land into Clarion would be super bad for us. Firebolt or the Boggart Brute? Who's more likely to get countered? Who do we really need? I think we're just going to have to hope and pray they don't have the sweeper. We need to, yeah, we need to push damage through on the ground while we can. If they have a sweeper, they have a sweeper. I mean, and then we lose. You know, that's just how aggro decks work sometimes. Mox, Amber, but no Legend. There's the Clarion. Right. Phoenix could maybe get us there. Tibbs keeps them off life gain at least. Opponent has an excellent name, Scones. Absolutely fabulous. Bloody love Scones. Question is, kill Narset or go for the face? Kind of all about the going for the face life. With this lightning strike as well, I think. But if they keep not hitting lands, they might not be able to stabilise fully, so, you know, fingers crossed there. Yep, no such luck. Can mobilise for 2 mana, so we can actually mobilise right now. So I guess now we kind of would need to kill the Narset to stop that from happening, right? We're not going to be allowed to do it, are we? You're going to counter that, aren't you? Yep. Well, at least mobilising is no longer an option. Do we want to kill Fiddlefip? I think what I probably should have done there is Firebrand away the Fibblethip, Goblin Assault Team away the Narset. Because I didn't do that, I'm just going to go straight for the face. Just like to keep him off of Planeswalkers and Legends. Instead, we'll swing for the face and chuck a Rekindling Phoenix into the mix. At least it doesn't care one bit about Clarion. Maybe we can get the surprise 4 damage this coming turn. Sarkhan comes down, turns everybody into dragons. You nutter, you. No, makes the dragon. Well, we charge wildly and blindly into that dragon. Because we're mono red and we're lunatics. Keep going for the face. Oh dear. May have forgotten about that line of text on Sarkhan. Well, we can go on the Phoenix, but that's not exactly doing much, is it? And if they have any removal spell, our last real threat is dealt with, and so is the game. Right, moving swiftly on. It's not my fault I didn't read the card. I'm mono red. I just slam things and turn them sideways. Ain't got time for reading cards. What kind of sucker do you take me for? Alright. One more little game, I think. I'll try and build a shiny new deck for the next video. Before the endless stream of Singleton and Pauper matches. Didn't come here not to keep one-landers. Like a right mad lad. Let's rock and roll. Bash your face. Opponent's on. Anywhere else? Yep. Do I do this? Would I rather just keep bashing with this firebrand? And shoot him in the face a few times with all these creatures and... No, it's got to be the right thing to do. Especially so we can keep bashing anyway. No land here means we're turning this guy unblockable and booping for one. I wouldn't exactly call that a best case scenario. Did the opponent keep a one-lander as well? No. Burns himself to get that Paradise Druid. Fine. Goody. Might as well just... Well, I could get in for 2. Or unblockably get in for 1. I'm actually going to try and keep this guy around. See just how much damage we can squeeze out of him. Of course, if they play something like a... what's that 1/3 that gains 3 life every time you explore? If they play something like that, we're in trouble. There's certainly the right deck for it. They pitch that to try final lands. They do. Another Paradise Druid. Found some lands, but then so have we. Right. Could pump it up, make it unblockable, get in for 2. Yes. I think Pyromancer will do nicely here. Keep chipping in for damage every turn, no matter what. Slowly grind them down. I think after this match I am done with ranked play anymore and I might just vomit. Mono red versus Sultai stuff. I'm giddy with glee right now. Okay, I'm just glad to see no life gain. That's all I want to see right now. Sure, bash for 4. Do what you gotta do. Can Pyromancer and give it haste and just swing in. Could make you unblockable. Could Crater make it give that thing haste. That plan I do actually kind of like, because then they'd have to double block it to actually stop this, so... I genuinely want to keep this little guy alive. He might just be the final little obnoxious threat they can't deal with. And at 8, that's low. Are they planning on gaining a bunch of life? Is this all in vain? There's the Wild Grove Walker, followed by a Jade Light Ranger. Yeah, I was planning on just dodging you. You weren't part of the plan. Yep, that's trouble, alright. If I draw a land, do I literally have to double lightning strike that thing? Go on, bash me in the face. I honestly think that this might be our only hope. And probably just got to swing with the crew at this point. And 11 is still pretty darn high. And a Liliana Dreadhorde General. Boy, I wish this card said whenever a creature you control dies, lose 1 life, draw a card. I sure wish it said that. Are we getting to the point of... well, maybe not. I mean, it's getting to the point of packing it in, but we have one last shot, I feel, with this Flame of Keld. Get in for all of 1 point of damage here, while we can. No, wait, he has a 2-2, Michael. Well, that was suicidal. Sweet, he did not block the 10 Street Dodger. And now our last gambit is this Flame of Keld. Cross them fingers, clench those butt cheeks. You're going to kill it, aren't you? Shattering all my hopes and dreams. Alright, at least you're not gaining life off that thing. What is Vraska up to? Ticking down to get rid of the flame, ticking up to gain some life. Right, we need some good draws here. And for our opponent to underestimate the Flame of Keld and not get rid of it. Oh boy. Alright, we'll. Suppose I can beef up this little guy. Make him unblockable, get him down to 7. Do we have to play this 5 round to stay alive? I think we kind of do. We need a lot of things to go right here to have a snowball's chance in hell. Well, that's not a fantastic start. Yep, more blockers. I mean, he can do so much here. He can just kill every creature we have. I mean, we're just dead, right? I mean, yep, can't do nothing about that. Yep. Take that, you. That's what you get for messing with my red. Wait a minute, he didn't take down to kill the creatures, he... Oh dear. I assumed that he just took down, killed all my creatures and won that way, but okay, fine, that works too. Right, now, before I'm overwhelmed with the desire to slit my wrists, I'm going to stop playing mono red and hang up the magic cards for the day. I've been Magic Mike, and it's been a pleasure speaking with all of you.